Make sure the chat Alright. Welcome everybody to the Counter-Strike Confederation Season 6 Minor Finals. This is, of course, our lowest tier of players, but that does not mean these players have not been giving it their all here today, and playing some great Counter-Strike over the season. I am your desk host for today, Anaxilia, better known as Annex, or some other short form or mispronunciation of my name, including anorexia for some god-forsaken reason. And I'll be, well, acting as your host for tonight, as I said. And it is quite the game that we have tonight for you guys, here for the minor finals. So this culminates 13 regular season games, as well as a playoff bracket, to decide who is our Season 6 minor champion. And fighting for the title tonight, from the left Twix Conference, dropping only one map so far in the season, is the Samurai, and from the right Twix Division, featuring some of the highest rated players in minor, is the Typhoon. And from both these teams did get top seeded from their conference and won their semifinals match to be here today. And joining me on this desk to discuss the matchup, we have the team's general managers with Spence, the GM from the Samurai, and Cashmo, the GM from the Typhoon. Say hi.
How's it going?
How's it going?
Alright, so I want to start things off here and get your guys' opinions on your own teams. So, what can you say about your own teams? Come on, just for our viewers out there, try to give all the bells and whistles for your team. You're trying to hype them up.
Well, for the Samurai, it goes without saying when you have a 12-1 record with your only loss being a game with more than half your team being subs, you'd think they'd be pretty good. So we have Chutang, the minor MVP, who the strat is Chu Go Kill. Icarus holds it down on the big green. Beanogs is our IGL. And then we have Shusho and Butterdog kind of rounding out both very easily can go make plays and be game changers. So very well-rounded roster. All of them can frag. I think every single one of them is top fragged in a game this season. So no weak links.
Right. And anything from you, Cashmo, for your Typhoon boys?
I think the best way to describe my team is controlled chaos. We'll go swing any angle you least expect. We'll push smokes. I'd say we're the Stewie 2K of CSC. You have to be ready. We only lost maps because we took it easy on the other teams. We wanted other people to make playoffs. There's no chance we drop grand finals.
That's adorable.
Well, it is going to be quite the matchup tonight with the two opposing playstyles. The Samurai's more team-focused versus the Typhoon's, as Cashmoy put it quite elegantly, controlled chaos. And going into this, you just got to see these different playstyles. Have you guys put any thought into that?
Not much. I mean, with the map picks, you would think that Typhoon picking into a map that Samurai have won consistently on shows that they've probably been practicing a little bit. We've not. We just kind of know that we're better, so we know we're just going to show up and win regardless of how much preparation they've been putting in. So we're just ready to play, ready to finish out the season on a quick 2-0 and wait for next season to do it again.
Completely disagree. You're a one-man team. There's no chance you win.
Hilarious.
If Chutang doesn't get the opening frag, there's no chance you win. I'm just saying.
Chutang can drop 9 kills and we'd still win this 16-9, 16-9.
Absolutely not.
Well, as Spence was actually putting it earlier, well, we should talk a little bit about the maps. So for our vetoes tonight, we did have our first map is going to be Vertigo, followed by Nuke, and then Mirage. And from what I understood, actually, Cashmo, there was a little bit of a hiccup with those vetoes. Got anything to say about that?
So we got sent the map.gg ban, and GFRAC was all alone on this. We ended up banning one of our best maps first. To be honest, I think GFRAC just wanted to be a Chad and say like, we'll just give you guys a map. Because there's no chance that, like, if we played Overpass and Dust 2 the first two maps, it's 2-0, they win maybe 4 rounds total.
Overpass as our permaban wouldn't have gotten to it anyway. So that instantly doesn't matter. And then we have enough pug guys that like Dust 2's easy. You just send 5 guys long and win every round,
Yeah, you
and
say
then
Dust
throw
2
in
is
an occasional B rush. I
Dust
mean,
2 is easy, but your ESEA team is 0-6 and you've played Dust 2 twice.
we've played Dust 2 once, and it was on a scrim versus a group of elite and major players, and we beat them. So
I mean, Paternal was in the game.
yeah, and
Hey,
I'm
hey,
pretty
hey,
sure he
hey,
was
hey.
like the fourth rank.
That's my teammate in there. Tone it down on Paternal, all right?
Anyways, I think us on Vertigo, we know quite a bit of utility. We went over it before the game, and I think Nuke's going to be interesting because we made some adjustments. I watched a little bit of demos on how they play. It's up to my team just to execute. I think it's all on us.
I think it's cute that y'all practice for us.
Yeah, I want to highlight the Nuke matchup actually because you guys only faced off once in the regular season, and Samurai took that on Nuke, 16-9. So, Kashimo, you're saying your team put quite a bit more preparation into that, counter-stratting, looking at demos, practicing
We
that
didn't
util.
counter strike. We didn't counter strat. All I had to do is go back and watch the demo and see that they played the same positions the whole game.
I mean, what's the point of switching things up when you're just dominant every time you play the map? If y'all can't exploit one person, then why do we have to change anything?
And that's why we made a change. I feel like we'll be able to exploit one person. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
I would love to figure out who you think you can exploit on this team. That'll be a treat to watch.
I can't
Okay.
give away too much, but yeah.
Oh. So you got someone in mind?
Yeah. At least I did. As if my team has the same mindset as I do.
Hmm. Well, uh, speaking of just specific players, is there actually anybody in specific you want to get into detail on either of your teams if you don't want to get into specifics on anyone on the other team? Because that seems to be a little bit of hidden intel from both your sides.
I mean, I'm fine talking about anything. Obviously, with 3 of their guys top of the scoreboard, they're obviously ones you want to look out for. Um, but nobody that I feel we should really shy away from. I feel like we just go play our game. Whoever's in our way just happens to end up dead at the end of the round. So
I stated it before and I'll state it again. It's a one-man team. Chutang needs to do everything. And if they fail, it's up to Ben or Bnogs to IGL the team into the right positions. Will the pressure get to him? I do not know. I've seen him crumble before.
something you might be missing on that is Chutang in at least the HE's best of 3 had the third highest rating on our team, and that was still a relatively comfortable BO3 for us. So might be underestimating the team a little bit, but I'm excited to see you proved wrong.
We'll have to see.
Something I'd like to highlight with the stats is actually Chutang having one of the higher first deaths per round, but you guys have really not given up many rounds, so your mid rounds have been kind of one of your highlights for Samurai.
Yeah, I think a stat that you really want to look out on that is the trades. Definitely, putting in a lot of work, especially with that go kill mentality of making sure we have high fragging power right in behind him. That if he doesn't end up getting those multi kills, that we easily have guys in shape in place to trade out and still give us the advantage.
I don't have
Wait.
much to say. I want to let the play talk.
Shay, did you say we were getting started? All right, so we may get started soon. Cashmo, anyone to highlight on your side, just quickly.
I think it's the deadly duo of Deadly and Beardo. They're roommates. They've been playing CS together for a long time. Those two will make a huge impact.
Well, we already have one issue of teams are starting on the wrong side. So, not sure Do we have anyone that can revert that?
Looks like they're just going for it.
I mean, I don't think it's much of an issue. If players haven't said anything and are playing out, then we should be good. So looks like Typhoon are taking mid here on the pistol. One thing we do need to highlight here as we see Laban get that kill is Icarus, the Opera for Samurai, has been suspended for map 1 of these finals for a, we'll call it a glitch. So Laban, who ironically carried Typhoon into the finals against the Assassins, will now be playing for the Samurai as we see Butterdog clean up the round to give Samurai a 1-0 lead.
Gotta be upset with my team there getting triple killed when they have sight. Looks like we went for a full save and an A ramp rush. Yikes.
It's Galactor's MP9s. Can't expect much.
Yeah, losing pistol rounds kind of always. You expect the team that wins pistol round to win the next round. I think we're finally getting a buy from Typhoon.
Samurai not electing to upgrade any. So interesting to see if they can capitalize on this bonus round here.
Looks like it's going to be a mid take. Well, here comes our set. We practiced about 4 hours before the match.
Oh, Shusho getting the info. Drops the molly to halt progress. Laban gets killed off the swing from Beardo. And not aggressing any further. Chutang on the fast flank gets caught by Ukaka. Typhoon looking good here in the 3v5.
They have mid control, but what can they do with it? That's the question.
Flash over jump up. Shusho catches one. Beardo and Shusho both really low in the red there. Kind of grinding to a halt. 35 seconds left. See if the Typhoon find an opening pick, and there it is. Shusho still low, trying to take this fight. They sight wide open. And there goes bomb.
The 4v2, I'd be surprised if they managed to win this round, to be honest. Kobe's lurking mid. He gets one. Gets traded out. Josho, no, 1v3. Will he go for it? Looks like he's saving an AK.
Typhoon coming back strong. First gun round for them. Gets a first round up on the board. Samurai, money's all over the place. See what they do with this buy here. Shusho might be able to drop an AK over to B-Nog. So if Chutang forces up an MP9, they should have a decent buy. And it is looking like the Samurai are going to force up. Chutang, just with the USP. Nope, there's the M4.
Important here from the Typhoon not giving that sound cue across bridge.
Ramp smoke is down.
Oh, I love this. Another
Boosting
thing we
over, see if they can catch anything. And there is no swing from the Samurai, staying a little bit more passive, kind of giving up ramp control a little bit. That drop will give a sound cue, maybe. Beanog swinging as the smoke is gone, caught with a knife out.
That's why you don't
Butterdog
like
catching the
Sting.
V-Lurk. Chu-Tang getting another get Samurai up in a 4v3 as they're looking like they're taking a site, but with no util. Two guys coming up ramp. Hukaka catches Laban. Chu-Tang, did he spot the guy ramp? He did. Now they know they have to clear sandbags before regressing onto this site. There's the nade to get him low, the swing, and Kobe catches him out. 3v2 for the Typhoon. Butterdog, Mully to deny the plant. Reposition to heaven. Bomb's taking his time to get down, but they should still be able to get that plant pretty easily.
Nice
Double
nade
nade
by
here
Butterdog.
doing no damage.
Surprised it did 0 damage.
Wukaka in the off angle catches Butterdog. Shisho again in the 1v3. See if he decides to go for this or he's saving that AKA gun.
He has to save it here, right? It's a 1v3.
He's got to. Looking like it'll be a hero AK probably from Shisho next round though. Samurai money's way too low to probably buy back into this.
You have to be careful of the Samurai on a eco. Most of the time they do end up converting it, and that's how they win most of their games.
I think it's the shot of balls to the walls. No, nothing going against them if they lose it. You're not expected to win it, so just kind of W key people, get some trades, grab some guns, and hope for the best, really. And it will be a deco from the Samurai.
Well, the Deagle's nerfed. Miners can't hit headshots. We'll see what happens.
Wukaka seeing if he can hold for a mid push here that isn't going to come out. Looking like a default from the Samurai, so they're not electing to rush and see if they can catch some people off guard. Hoping for the headshots.
Ramp, though.
Typhoon back to the heavy mid presence. Trying to get that AK out of Shisho's hands early. Laban the support only with a USP.
Oh, they did this boost during pistol round and managed to get a kill.
Shisho catches one. Gets the Samurai in the numbers advantage, but the weapon advantage still with Typhoon. Shisho catches another before he's traded out by G-Frac. Covey catching Laban that gives him full mid control. Let's see what they do with this. Is that AK retrievable by Butterdog?
I do not think so.
Oh, Butterdog's conceded B site, giving the Typhoons a free plant. Covey catching Chu-Tang. Beanogs catches one in mid. That'll be a retrievable gun. See if they go for this now.
They should go for this. They're round to lose, basically.
Both have AKs. That nade from Beardo's very chonky. Ends up catching Butterdog. Beanogs here in a 1v2. G-Fat crouching on default. Oh, Beanog swings away at the worst timing. Falls away. G-Fat falls away back to white box and has Beardo as support and ramp. Yep, and that's another save from Samurai. Third on the board for the Typhoon here. Looking really solid, building up that bank. Wukaka is at 6,800 he has. So easily we'll be able to drop over an op for anybody on the team that wants. Or could drop Deadly, and money on the T is looking very good right now.
Well, it's a very good start by Typhoon after losing 2 rounds early. But this is the next buy round for Samurai.
I think this is the first time we've seen a full gun round. So very interesting to see if Samurai can stop this momentum. Oh, Beardo doesn't catch the flick.
Looks like he was a little late and he got beat out there.
And, a little bit of chip damage on both sides. Butterdog drops the molly and falls back to sight. Looking like the T's are gearing up for a late ramp hit, maybe? Well, they do have a couple guys mid. G-Frac with the bomb is going up mid. Laban's already pushing this aggressive position. Looks like the T's are seeing if they could just wait out some early aggression. Catch the Samurais off guard a little bit. Trying to take some map control. Ooh, and it will be G-Frac, I think, contesting with Laban early. Oh, Covey catches him. Butterdog with the swing catches 2 before G-Frac clears him out mid. We're left in a 3v3. Shusho does not get the kill onto Deadly. That opens up B site. But the bomb is still in mid if Beanogs can drop it here. Flashed off the angle.
Smokes there though.
Deadly catches Beanogs off the peak on the side, leaving Chutang in a 1v3. Catches one, catches the second into Deadly, left in a 1v1 with Gfrak. Bomb goes down. Gfrak stuck default, catches Chutang to win the 1v1. That gives Typhoon the fourth. And pushes Samurai back onto a save.
That was a very, very important round for them to win a clutch on, but it looked like Gfrak, with the advantage of Bomb being down, had the round in his hands to lose, and he didn't drop it.
Typhoon really sticking with the, if we want to go somewhere, all five of us are going with it. Not really default yet for the team. So taking ramp early. Figure AKs versus Deagles won't be much of an issue, but Beanogs catches one before getting traded out. Chutang can't catch anything side haul. Butterdog catches Deadly, but Bukaka catches Shisho on the flank, leaving just Butterdog and Laban. Butterdog whiffs on the Beardo, Gfrak catching Laban, and that's pretty good round for the Samurai, getting 3 guns out of the hands of the Typhoon, forcing them to reinvest back into that.
So close to winning every single round too, because they've lost 2v2s, 1v1s, and now a 3v3 as well.
Those will be interesting.
Their head?
Not really. I know, I mean, we started down 7-0 or 7-1 against HEs and then came back and won it. But I will be interested to watch the Typhoon's eco. Deadly down to $50, Covey down under 1,500. So maybe 1 or 2 more rounds from the Samurai, even if they don't win them, keeping it close is really killing some of the eco for the Typhoons. And back to mid-control again from the Typhoons. Laban on the op catching Beardo. Let's Beanogs aggress a little bit. Beanogs, is he ready for the mid swing from Covey here? Oh, looks like they're going down ladder. And Deadly taking some A ramp control. Will this end up being an A hit here? They have 2 smokes, a couple Molotovs, plenty for an A hit here if they want to. Deadly's so worried about that sandbags position, but doesn't want to give up that he's so far up to crane already. Just has to hope that there's no one there and they're not going to swing him. Playing the clock here, 20 seconds left. Samurai look like they have 2 over to A. And here comes the util. 1 to sandbags. Laban with the op. Has to catch one, and he does onto Deadly. Samurai here in a 4v2. Chutang's cleared side haul, so he's ready for that ramp push. Laban catching another one onto Covey, and then Chutang swinging out to Gfrak. That's a very clean round from the Samurai.
Like you said, you stressed that their money was low because of all that eco damage they would do to Typhoon, and it looks like they will not have a full buy.
They had a couple people with enough money that they can drop over weapons. Beardo's now down to 0. Deadly at 150. Covey looks like he's just on a deagle. So lacking some util, a little bit of firepower to Covey, but for the most part a decently full buy from the T's.
They're grouping up towards B. It looks like they might want to try to hit there.
First time we've seen a B hit from the Typhoon. They've split mid and B a couple times. The first time they've actually tested Butterdog early into the round. Pushed up to white box. See if he can get a multi-frag here. There's not a lot of support here. Has to fall back. The goal now for Butterdog has to just be stay alive as long as possible while he gets some support. Looks like Shisho's already here though.
Looks like Typhoon's setting up a execute though.
Yep, already up on the site. Up to white box. Covey with the deagle catches Butterdog. Shisho getting Beardo before he's traded out from Deadly. Beanogs has to go huge here. Catches 2. Leaves Chutang in a manageable 1v2. Gets the bomb. Does not get the spray onto Deadly. Could have been a 2v4 there. Beanogs catches 2, does just enough. but Chutang doesn't get the spray onto Deadly.
Funny thing here is Willie Flynn says Navi strats. You are correct. We did watch a Navi game before.
Grigorovich, I'm sorry, had to be mentioned.
Another mid push here from Typhoon. Some Molotovs down from Samurai, and they're backing up, not wanting to contest mid.
Like they're going for the boost. Shusho not ready for it. Have to flick off. Oh, catches the shoulder. Neither spray really connecting. Shusho down to 66 HP, but confirms that there are at least 2 mid with that boost. G-Frac catches Chutang, progresses to see if he can catch another, finds Shusho as well. Leaves him able to split onto the B site with only Butterdog there to contest.
Another
And a pretty clean round from Typhoon.
Yeah, Typhoon, they're just picking off Samurai one by one there. Managing a flawless round there, actually, by just taking aim duels. Tactical timeout. Is this the first one of the game?
Yes.
Samurai having to think things through on how to deal with the aggression of Typhoon. Is there really any good way for Typhoon to deal with... Samurai to deal with the aggression of Typhoon? Because it seems like they're losing a couple of their aim duels that they need to be winning.
I think some early Molotovs would be a little bit helpful. It looks like they're trying to take aim duels and they're losing, and that's why these rounds are going Typhoon's way.
And I think it's also more just taking the aim duels and swinging into multiple Ts. The Ts aren't really defaulting at all to allow the Samurai to get a couple of those opening picks. I say that as they're defaulting for the first time now. But up until now, a lot of the Typhoon's rounds were, hey, we're all 5 just going to go together, whether it's towards A ramp or mid or the one time they've been to B. But Chutang with this aggressive position into the smoke.
Can you see through it? Typhoon with a nice boost over, but
I
Chutang
don't
might have
think he
Bell's
can
spray
see
down
through it,
here.
but as this... Oh, Chutang not catching one.
It was only the MP9.
Does a lot of damage to Deadly and Covey, but not catching one is huge for the T's there. Butterdog also getting traded out onto the B side gives them that opening, although I don't know if they know that. Looking like they're, again, gearing up to hit A.
Everyone's really slowed things down. They're really being careful about the Samurai setup. And it looks like they're leaning towards B, which is the right call here. Only Leben sitting over on that side, and he's playing it back with a FAMAS, all the way back at default. It's going to be up to him to really hero play this for Samurai to even have a chance in this round. And he's looking the wrong way. He's looking at construction. Samurai has left mid open, but it looks like Shusho is looking back at it, so Leben should have some more info there to look back at main, and here comes the grenades.
Here comes the util set. Laven trying to flash behind, Receiving can still get a peek out. Doesn't get one. G-Frac getting the kill and gives them the entirety of the site. Shusho back towards CT. Just having to fall back and save.
It wasn't a bad setup from Samurai there, but they just didn't have the guns to really back it up. Like, Chutang was in a perfect position there, but with only the MP9, that's not going to do a lot there to get a spray down, unless you really get those dinks in with the headshots.
Yeah, really good start from the Typhoon, giving him an 8th round. Guarantees the half. You gotta think, with the mix-up of Samurai wanting to start T, but ending up starting CT side to get in their head a little bit. I have it up on my other monitor, and it's fine for me.
Yeah.
Chat will be chat.
But Samurai is going for another force here. I guess they do have the money for it. Still got enough to buy up next if they stay above the markers. And coming in from Typhoon, looks like they're going for another mid-crunch here. And they're going to be meeting 3-on-3 there. Trade's going every which way. Samurai going even so far, and Deadly and Covey, last 2 alive. Samurai only with B-Nogs, who went over to the A site. everyone from Samurai who went mid got slaughtered.
Very winnable 2v1 here with Deadly being low, though.
Yeah, but with only Famos, dealing with Kofi's going to be kind of an issue there unless he manages to catch him out first somehow.
Beanogs should have been close enough to hear the drop. Is he
Heard the great.
here?
Yep.
Yeah, if Typhoon stick together here, they should be able to at least trade out. Beanogs will definitely have to hit a really nice spread transfer to catch both.
Maybe able to catch them on the crosshair over to default. No, playing this slow. Typhoon here, not going overly aggressive in the back of sight. Whispers the shot
gets the
onto
info of
Kofi.
both. That nado's huge, gets Kofi down to 14 HP.
It's doable.
Both players low now.
Kind of walks
Thank
back
you,
in that
Joe.
grenade.
grenade.
Beanogs has a molly, could molly off Kofi and then isolate the 1v1 on ramp, decides not to. Goes to the jump up play, see if they get aggressive.
Aren't they really playing this back?
There's the
There's the
molly to
molly.
short. Catches Kofi, but Deadly on the wide swing. Confirms the 9th round for Typhoon.
Oh, so they really need that clutch Samurai. If they managed to win that, that would have been a much nicer half here, but now they still do have the bye, but trying to find that first round after Typhoon's just been plowing them down is not going to be an easy task. And there's an auto coming out from Wukaka. That is quite the ballsy play.
Don't think that's a good buy.
But you gotta think about the mental here, like, buying an auto and just plowing through, that's not gonna be fun for the Samurai to try and come back into this match mentally.
Or it sparks a fire and they start performing better.
You know, a lot of different
Just
ways.
ready for the boost now, catches Kofi again, confirms that there's another one mid.
Alright, that's a good opening pick. And now Samurai just needs to play off of it. Good molly to stall out, and looks like Typhoon's just slowed this round right down. Still got him in to play with. Though they don't have a lot of map control here, all of them sitting there in mid. If they want to go anywhere, they're probably going to have to walk it, or else they're not going to be able to do it risky.
Beanogs has already pushed through a ramp, can catch him off guard here. Finds the auto of
one.
Wukaka and falls back. Oh, Beardo's not
Finds
ready for him.
second.
Butterdog clearing G-Frac. This is a great recovery round from the CTs.
It's the second molly kill in 2 rounds. People are getting roasted today.
Great aggression from Beanogs. That's the first time we've really seen that come out from the CTs, and it just caught the Ts completely off guard.
Yeah. Really
Wukaka
nice
doesn't
timing.
even have the chance to shoot that auto. Not even sure
Really
the
nice.
CTs knew it even came out.
And it looks like they kind of broke the economy from Typhoon. Onto Mac 10 and Deedle for 2 of them. And no armor on Kofi. Typhoon did not handle their economy right there.
Typhoon should have enough money to buy into next round. Everyone above around 11k. Beardo might be a little low into the next round, but everybody else should be good.
But it's only a 1900 round loss bonus. They're kind of going to have to get a plan if they want to buy next round.
Molotov
It looks like-
here.
Yeah, Typhoon doing the usual, working out that mid.
Miss Nade from Shusho. NA nades in minor.
At least he didn't nade himself. That's what entails the NA nade.
An improvement from from a few seasons before. Oh, the
Nice
flash
flash off
was
the angle.
perfect.
And they're just plowing over here into elevator. Is there anyone in A? It's only Beanogs, but he's over in the back of ramp, and Chu-Tang gets caught off on the rotate through CT.
They have to hear him coming up ramp, right?
No, he's made no sound.
He's shift walked it the entire time. Beanogs
He's
might get
looking
caught in
the
the
wrong
timing here, though.
Beanogs need to stay alive there if they had any chance in that retake. They had a good angle there, but just caught looking the wrong way. And Beardo finds the op shot from heaven on Shusho. Bardog finds one on the return, but nothing much there. Coming to last round, Samurai's on some iffy money.
Gotta force into it. Typhoon could confirm an 11-4 half on the T side of Vertigo. Would look really, really good going into that CT side. Thought for a second they were going to go for the run boost.
And only he was there, and I think pretty sure he was just looking for, like, anyone sitting on that catwalk. Shusho with the boost, catching out 2 with Leben. A nice double hold from Samurai on the mid, finally shutting down that mid control from Typhoon. And Chuting meanwhile finds Beardo over on a lurk. It looks like Typhoon's just speeding things back up, getting that pick over at A here and just running with it. Will be Leben and Shusho to try and shut it down. Cock. Nice aggression there with Shusho, finding Wukaka out with the nade. And that's also going to find G-Frag. Shusho coming in with a triple, just lay out the 5-10 half.
You gotta expect a very good half from a CT-sided team in Typhoon. We had struggled to win CT or T sides multiple times throughout the season, and we finally put up a very, very solid T side on a CT sided map.
It will be interesting though, because again, Samurai choosing to start T side, some technical difficulties switching that around, but Typhoon being a CT sided team on this map and Samurai being a T side favored team should be a really interesting one. T Pistol will do a lot.
Can they get the entries here? Already 3 people here sitting at generators. Looks like Beardo already getting tagged up by a dink. Chutang already down to 1 health, but it looks like the T's are finding out frags. 3 so far. Deadly getting back, barely over the boost. But does finally get caught out, and it's just Wukaka here on the flank.
Chutang down to 1 HP. I think more than half of that damage was from Laven. But Samurai finding a flawless T-Pistol. That's exactly what you want from the Samurai if you will have any chance of getting back into this game.
So hard to stop those B rushes, especially with proper util thrown by Samurai there with the 2 flashes.
Quite nice blitz there. And it looks like they're just going for the same thing once more. If it don't work, it doesn't need no fixing.
Looks like they stack B though. 3 people leaning towards B, even if they do have those pistols.
But it is just that basic USP. And they're just farming up that money with the MAC-10s. Though Ben looking at the ground there. Dudley getting a free kill. But that should be Samurai up 7-10 now. But that was a full eco from the Typhoon, so they're going to be able to buy it next. Here's where things really start to swing around. If Samurai manage to take this, they should be able to tie things up. But if Typhoon wins this, they should be able to run away with it.
A P90 buy from GFrac. What?
You've got to think he's getting aggressive somewhere on this, right?
Absolutely. What else are you going to do with a P90?
Beanox throwing the flash to fake the early B hit again, but it's looking like they're leaning towards A. Wukaka with the jiggle confirms there's a couple there. Now T's have to go fast. Deadly's got to go huge here. Only catches one. Beanox with the trade.
Risho getting aggressive into the site, catches out Wukaka reloading, but does get caught out for his own troubles from G-Frag with that P90 finding 3! Well, we highlighted that P90 at the start of it, and it does work. It was on to already gush targets, but still finds those frags nonetheless.
It is a 1v3 for Beanox. He's been left in this situation before.
2 players under 20 HP now for the CTs. Could get interesting if Beanox can find him. He's still on full HP and has the bomb.
Taking that
Plenty
one
of time
back.
to work with.
There's only Kobe
Nope.
here left on the side, and he's the healthy player.
He's in red box.
Oh, B-Nogs is gonna get swung as soon as he taps this bomb.
What? Okay.
Thought he was going for the BM knife there for
I
a
thought
second.
he was going
Yeah.
for the knife as well.
Does end up getting a plan out for the... I don't know what that was from Covey. I'm sorry.
Think
So a
you got
little bit more
highlight.
cash for the
Still gets
Samurai.
the kill. Still gets
Yeah.
the round regardless. The P90 from GFRAC though, getting 3 kills.
It wasn't used how we expected it to, but find those frags nonetheless.
Looks like a mixed buy with a couple Galeals coming out on T side here.
Yeah, and less utility. Not gonna have a lot to play with here. Quick little skirmish over here at the ramp from Chu-Tang playing that lurk.
He saw his feet, I think.
Yeah. But looks like the CTs are falling back over on that ramp side, giving up that space. That boost over here in mid. GFrag, I think, is expecting it. Heard that drop. But gets caught out nonetheless, trying to run across the CT.
Rusho gets Covey alone on B site.
All the Beardo trades it. And it looks like the... Oh, Chu-Tang's already into A site. He's lurked in. Deadly doesn't expect it. How's he find that? He just walked right into A site. But does get caught up for a turn from Mukaka, but B-Nogs and Leben aren't in the site yet. There's a way back into for Typhoon. Heaven 3 from Mukaka finds a little bit of damage with no kill. And they will be getting this bomb down. Molotov goes wide. 2-on-2 retake. No utility left on the board. Kits for both CTs. And both the T are sitting over here to side hall.
There is a smoke on Beardo now. He picked it up off a dead body.
Not expecting to
Bukaka
smoke off the
also-
bomb.
With only one of those smokes being thrown up, Bukako can confirm that B-Nogs didn't drop back to ramp, which makes sense why he wasn't paying attention when B-Nogs just swung there. On the defuse, has the kit. B-Nogs catches one, and Bukaka through the smoke. That's a round from B-Nogs the Samurai desperately needed.
Finally
And that's
puts
also
two,
gonna-
two.
That's also going to reset the money for Typhoon. It looks like they're forcing to save here. Just have that lost bones to play with so they can buy up next round. But Samurai has a way back into this game. Looks like they're finally swinging to another default here. Taking this slow, not wanting to give up any free kills. Oh, but look at Deadly's position. He's sitting over there at sandbags. They haven't spotted him. But they've lurked all the way into A site. And they know it's free up. They're running back for bomb.
Catches one, but it looked like the rotate's coming. Samurai heading fast up ramp. It's going to be all onto that sandbags player now.
Oh, and Deadly's in a weird position here. He hears it. What? What?
Oh, Deadly definitely getting spotted out there. Did they go through the smoke together? There it is. B-Nogs catching another one mid, down to 7 HP.
Looks like they should probably save this here.
3-on-2. If they go for this and don't get it, Eco will be really interesting. Although they might be thinking Samurai's economy is low and they're just trying to get as many kills as possible.
Although it's back down to a 2-on-2. No kits, though.
Ooh,
Beardo
Beardo gets it
four.
down into the 1v1.
He needs to hold this. But no, Shusho finds him.
If
Didn't
he
have
has a
kit there.
kid there.
Yeah.
2 rounds in a row, Samurai denied defuse through smoke. CT in an interesting place of money. They can buy if they want, but Yuto might be a little bit lacking. Scout onto Bukaka, a couple smoke flashes. If they dump Yuto early, Samurai will should have a really easy time getting into side if they kind of slow things down a little bit. There'll be no counter util coming out from the CTs.
G-Frack
Looking like
in
they're
the
doing a
low
good
pit.
job of holding it down. Oh, are we going for a silent boost onto B?
Looks like they are. Can they get the right lineup for it, though?
Looks like it's going to be Chutang going up.
Be nice to find Jinfrag in mid. Looks like it's going to be a B split here. Kobe does
Kobe
shut down
catching
one,
Chutang.
but dies for his troubles. That leaves the B side wide open. Beardo in CT finding out Beanox, who had that
Drops
bomb, gets
bomb.
dropped.
Laban's ready for the swing from Beardo too. But not the one from Deadly. Samurai have retrieved bomb, planning down at the B site.
You
Butter
saw
Dog
that
Shisha.
guy. He knows one cross back to ramp.
And he goes a little bit wide onto that default position, and it looks like it's going to be a nice dunk onto two of them, tagging up both of them. Deadly onto 8 health. Spots the shoulder. Does get tagged up for his troubles, though.
Not a
And-
chance with the scout.
Nice crossfire from Butterdog and Shusho. So that's going to bring things almost basically to even now, because Typhoon's back on to save.
Looks like Samurai fumbling their buys a little bit. Butterdog goes back and buys an AK while they were...
early.
That fumble at the buyer is going to cost them. CT's just took major control there.
Chutang with the double spray down kind of gets it back under control, but they're not ready for Deadly. Already on the flank. Let's see him. Oh, Alex to just go back for the deagle and regroup. That could have been, for lack of a better pun, very deadly. Stream chat, I apologize. That will hopefully be the only time that that pun was made today, but had to happen once.
Not a shotgun deadly.
8 HP. Beanox had some insult to injury getting a headshot with that deagle. But Cash seems to say that minor players can't hit them apparently.
You can't spam the deagle 6 times. It's not the last patch. You can't just body shot twice and win.
Back on the fulls here. Will Typhoon be adapting the setup here? Because they've been finding trades, but haven't been really able to close out the rounds.
It's another B stack from Typhoons. 3 early.
Looks like they falling back into that default crossfire in mid there. 1 CT, 1 elevator. I'm playing a
doing
passive
it,
setup.
yeah.
With CTs being so passive on the B, Shusha might call a false clear here.
But they lurked up side hall here. And they catch out Wukaka looking at ramp. They were not watching that side hall creep.
There's their only A player. Didn't clear sandbags. Gotta go back and check it. That nade's gonna be good.
Through the smoke. They do find the lurk onto a bend, so they do have kind of a way, but it's a second lurk here from Butterdog. Finds one. Brings things into a 2-on-3, though, as he falls. A bad flash time there from Typhoon, but doesn't get punished for it. Swing on the side hall here from G-Fry, finds Chutang. Beardo tagged up. She's so close. And he will find 2 for his troubles. Closing out the round.
Samurai now with their first lead of the map.
Yeah, Typhoon here struggling on that CT side. Haven't found much. They really, I really think they should call timeout here. They need to figure out what's wrong with their setup. They played it really passively on both B and A sites. They gave up so much map control and so much info there that Samurai, opting to just lurk into the sites, just been finding them free.
Legend, I take offense to saying that pun was bad. White box
That's
goes
2!
unclear. Kobe gets 2. Picks up an AK. Gets a
Runs out of
third
ammo.
before he runs out of ammo. What a play from Kobe.
1-on-3 for Chutang. He does have the AK, but he's getting pinched on from Deadly, though he does fall, gets tagged up to 26. That's only pistols he's playing up against, though.
I see him fall there.
Has to play for the ace to win this round. He's got that full belt of util. Could chuck that nade in and find both, possibly. Here's that pickup from Mukaka. Knows one's playing close. They're just cheating up here. And they find him. G-Frag knew he was there. Pre-fired him with that P250 and will find the kill. Typhoon with almost a full eco there managed to find a round finally. And that's going to actually hurt the economy very much of Samurai. 3 players unable to buy. At least some weird money. Might be able to spread out that money to buy up something, but no, it's just going to be a mixed buy here. The Eagles, MAC-10, and AK.
Hero AK on Butterdog here. Can he do something with it?
And they're changing up the pace here. They're just going fast on the ramp here. It's up to Deadly here. Overstep the sandbags. Do they clear him?
Clock is out early.
Miscommunication there, I think. And Deadly will find one from the sandbags. Finds 2. Not good for a third. But the reinforcements are in. G-Frag from the back of sight finds B-Nogs on that ramp. And it looks like Samurai will be falling back there. They do have that option. And it's just Butterdog going fast in the B site, seeing if he can secure it. And it's relatively free, just one player to contest with, but it's Beardo with the op. Does he find it? Missed first shot. Butterdog now found.
I expect to rotate here.
Yep, here comes the second. Still haven't seen bomb, though.
Ooh, tried with a pre-fire.
Butterdog toying with that op. Beardo doing a great job not to expose himself, and as I say that, he goes down. Butterdog getting the second one low.
But that bomb's going all the way back over to A.
Oh, Butterdog's trying to full rotate. Shosho trusting himself in case if Butterdog dies, he's putting himself in a 1v2 here. Putting a lot of trust in himself and his teammates to win individual fights.
Now he's just pulling back here. He's distracting them for long enough. He's done his job. And do they
Winner
still
CT's
think
gonna
B?
realize that it's not B.
What a minor moment there, looking at B site.
Give us Butterdog. Butterdog's all the way up to ramp as well. He's already joined his teammate. Hovey, full belt of util though. See what he uses it on.
There's out that sandbag position. No one there. Oh. G-Frag finds one onto Shusho from the side hold there, but tried to go back in for the bomb there. I think he still had time to play with there, but just caught looking at the bomb as Butterdog swung from that ramp. But since they did win that eco, Typhoon still has another buy into the round. Though they are running out of lifelines here. Samurai under 13, looking at that 14th.
How back and forth it's been, I don't think Typhoon have enough loss bonus here. That if they lose this round, they'll be on another eco, minus Wukaka with $2,000 left over.
And Chu Tang finding Deadly. One player playing aggressive there at that ramp, isolated. And they're just walking up. Typhoon has been looking at all the wrong positions lately.
Is it miscommunication or is it just not having the spatial awareness to understand that you're alone by yourself?
Alone by yourself. A quote by
What a
Cashmo.
Just losing aim duels at this point for Typhoon.
Beardo catches two. There's no one here. There's no one here for the Samurai. Does he have a kit?
No kit, no kit.
It's a 10-second defuse for him. Butterdog catches him through the smoke. 14 for Samurai.
Out.
That was a minor smoke right there.
And there was a kid sitting right in front of him. He didn't see it.
Don't say cut Wukaka. What? He's the GOAT of CSC.
Wukaka's the lifeblood of this team.
Now onto Famasa for Typhoon and very little util. They're going to have to find something or unless... And Samurai's going to go on a match point if they don't.
Looks like they're committing to trying to win.
And LeBen's already going to find the lurk there over mid, but Covey does find the lurk there from B side. 4-4 now. Deadly finds B-Nogs in the side hall. Gets caught up by Shusho coming up the ramp, but Wukako finds Shutang onto the A site. 3-on-2 now. Typhoon needs this round. Cannot let Samurai come back into this.
If Laban catches Covey here, they'll know that B-side's clear.
Covey just gonna get away with a little bit of tags. Beer with the off angle onto mid. Covey sitting underneath the boost. What's LeBen gonna do here? Looks like he's just gonna sit there. Wait for Shusho to make a move. There's a wide smoke, got caught off on the rafters there. And just lurking up over on here to boost. Is Beardo watching this? Beardo's watching this and gets tagged up for his troubles. Doesn't fall though. Shusho now just creeping up into the B ramp. Just Covey isolated now. With the Flaws playing up close. No one's watching boost. No one's watching boost. They need to communicate this. LeBen's gonna catch out. LeBen catches out Covey.
Laban down such a strong spot. If Beardo doesn't get a first-time headshot, and he doesn't, Wukako left in a 2v1. This could give Samurai 15. Unless Wukako goes huge here.
Made a
Already
set.
has one
They know
kill
he's
in the
there.
round. Not ready for the swing from Laban. Doesn't get any damage.
Doesn't have a kid to play with.
Laban
LeBen
looking the
first.
wrong way, though.
Saw the flash. Playing in the smoke. Doesn't find it.
What an important round to lose. It was so close.
I don't know what happened there in mid. Covey, like... I don't know if it was Covey or was it Beardo? I think it was Beardo. Fell back into CT and left just mid open. That gave the window there for LeBen to lurk into mid and catch out Covey on the backstab to split onto B and just open up the site.
G-Frac on another P90. Has to go huge here again to give Typhoon any chance to get it back into it. Beardo's already cleared mid, though.
This lurk is so important. But Shusho finds Deadly over inside hall. Gets tagged up a little bit for his troubles, but Beardo does find the lurk onto LeBen there. Sitting in T-spawn. He's going to be the wrench in the works for Samurai to find this win. But it looks like they're just going to brute force their way in through A. G-Frag finds two there running through the smoke onto the A site. Drops the bomb there into side hall.
P90 again from G-Frac coming huge.
Both these Samurai players are isolated. Butterdog into the ramp. Did he spot out G-Frag there? He does, but G-Frag gets back into side hall there. Butterdog running up the ramp. Gonna be trying to look for that bomb. Chutang still sitting over in the elevator. Does he find a pig? Yes, he does. Finds Covey, caught unaware. It's Beardo and G-Frag here. Split up onto the A ramp. Gets shot by each other. G-Frag tagging his teammate and the enemy. Finds Chutang. Butterdog alone over here in side hall. Does find a lurking through. Do they check this? He could catch out both of them on this lurk if he just goes for it. Finds one. Tags up G-Frag. No kill. G-Frag needs to find the fourth to be able to win this round, but it's only P90 versus an AK at long range, and Butterdog will seal it out with that 2K. Shutting down the 4K from G-Frag, despite the heroics from the P90. 16-2, Samurai take Typhoon's pick.
You got to be upset with Typhoon's performance there on CT going to half with a 10-5 lead. It died.
What a round. What a T side from the Samurai. Down 5 rounds going into the half. That no quit in them. Clawing back rounds. Keeping it close, keeping it competitive, and then squeaking it out in the last couple.
Yeah. Just Typhoon. I'm sorry to say this, Typhoon, but your CT defense had so many holes in it. There's so many lurks that came through that just caught you. Like, that's... If you're in this grand finals here, you gotta be expecting this, and And you just cannot let that happen if you have any right to be winning this.
I think it was a lack of spending time on our CT because we were so dominant on it before that we spent most of our time practicing T. And you could see the practice working out. Most of the stuff we did practice, like the executes, playing together as a team, it ended up working out. But the side we failed to practice on, which was CT, you could see a lack of output.
And comboing that with Samurai being very comfortable on their T side, playing a lot of Vertigo recently between CSC and ESC Open. I know most of them are together on a team, so very very comfortable on that T side, and it really showed there. So getting that map win on the map pick of Typhoon is going to be a very interesting, bringing up a very interesting second map here.
Yeah. And this is going to just be an uphill battle for Typhoon from here on out, because historically, with that nuke setup, Samurai did win that historically, 69. But Cashmo, you did say that you guys did work a little bit on your nuke, so hopefully that shines here.
It was a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if we stub our toes a little bit early, but I think as long as we can get back to the form we showed on T side of Vertigo, where they're playing together as a team, they're swinging and trading together, they will do wonderful. It's just it fell apart on CT side. They kept losing one-on-one aim duels. No one was trading each other. There wasn't much support in forms of utility that was coming out of the CT side.
Yeah, hopefully that gets corrected for this map, as everyone just finally entered the server. Might have a little bit of break there for these players to reset a little bit, use the bathroom, get their water. I stay hydrated here now.
So, Cash, how are you feeling about going down 0-1 on your map pick coming into Nuke, which is what we were talking about earlier was supposed to be your first ban. So, how are you feeling going into this?
I mean, as long they need to get their head right. This game is 99% mental, especially in minor. It's whoever has the confidence to play. We've talked about this a lot. I think that's why Chutane excels very well. He has a lot of confidence when he plays, and that's why he can go for those big plays, get a 3, 4K, and win his team rounds. I think we were up so high. We started 10-5. We were doing wonderful. And then we lose a couple rounds. We got down on ourselves. You have to refocus, focus on the next map. Don't even think about the last one.
And interesting that there were no timeouts that were called, I think, on either side that entire game. So neither. Okay, so Samurai took one early, but then no timeouts from Typhoon. Samurai clawing this game back. Maybe call attack, talk things over, see if they can figure out why they're getting beat, and make adjustments, and it just didn't happen.
And that kind of was their opener, because it looks like Leben's out of the server now, replaced by Icarus.
Because of that one map suspension, Icarus was not allowed to play in the first map. Was still around, was still watching the stream, ready to play, keeping warm, and he's ready to go for Nuke. So full squad is back.
Laban did have a couple clutch rounds. You gotta give him his props on that
Laban did
side.
play well. Definitely did more than enough to guarantee the Samurai that first pick. So from the side of the Samurai, Laban, thank you for subbing.
If anyone's looking to pick up anybody for next season, you know who to call.
From the Typhoon side, fuck you, Laban. You're my sub. What are you doing?
I know if the Samurai end up winning this, we will have Haku spamming everywhere that Laban should be given a trophy. Since his, we'll call it an Injustice Season 1. Yeah. I know Lee subbed in for the Bassoons in their victory last night for the Elite. We saw Haku again fighting for the Injustice.
Subs don't
So-
deserve trophies. I'm gonna say it right now.
Should at least get a stat reward for the best FA.
Best FA. Ugh. I mean,
Laban, how many games could we get? See if we can check real quick. How many games did Laban sub this season?
a lot. For sure.
Laban subbed in 10 in the regular season. So before any playoff matches, I know he subbed in for the Typhoons in their semifinal game. Laban played
10.
almost every single game this season.
10 in the regular season and 2 in playoffs, yeah. And I guess that was his third, so 3 in the playoffs.
So Laban being utilized a lot. So I guess it's
one of 3 confident subs that were in minor this season.
Looks like we're getting a knife round here. It will be Typhoon starting on the CT side here. This knife round is just because, well... Oh, it looks like there's not any knife round. They're just getting into it.
Ah, beautiful.
Or are they?
Yep, looks like we're alive and we're in pistol. Everyone's spot up in
Little
the ready to
issue
go.
with the, It is Typhoon on the CT side, says Samurai.
Players in server are right, but the graphic on top is not correct.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get that fixed.
And just for right now, we do have... Looks like... Yep, that is correct now. The Samurai just rolling through onto B side.
Got the ramp pick early, but Deadly Mukaka also gush, leaving them in very vulnerable spots, maybe not able to go for it and hold off the push as long as they would like. Icarus toying with the door there. Oh, Shusho continuing his fine form from the first map.
Can't get out the door!
92.
These players can't get out the door!
What an iron wall from Icarus here. All it took was an E key to stop my team. Jesus Christ.
Icarus staying just on the hidden side off that door, just making sure that they can't push Squeaky. And then Chutang deciding to go in with the disrespect, pushes through and just finding the kill anyway. Shusho with 3 on that round. Definitely staying hot from that first map.
Now Samurai just going out fast onto that A side. Does run into a little bit of a stack there, but they will be able to plow through with those Mac 10s. No armor on those CTs.
They should have the info on that. Is that Shusho finding another 3 kills? 6 kills in the first 2 rounds. That's exactly what you want at Gur Samurai right now. Build up that bank early with all those Mac 10 kills, and just get the ball rolling.
Oh, that bank might not be enough. Sticking with those Mac 10s, playing up until to now, what is those M4s? And an MP9 from Mukaka, opting more for the util rather than firepower. Double smoke there from Samurai onto that outside.
Whole smoke wall coming out here. Looks like they're trying to secret play.
And Ben looks like he found Beardo trying to lurk into lobby. And catching
It's
him
a
deadly
fake
there.
with that secret wall. Going straight back into that B ramp hit. Bukaka catching the lurk outside, and Chutang gives him a free AK.
Just push the Molotov from Decon. Gets caught out for his troubles. Gonna be a 2-on-3. Kobe Mukaka now, last one's left in the round, coming from relatively the same angle. Gets tagged onto Ben, but no kill. Just Kofi left, finds one. Loses a little bit of health, but not a lot.
Looking like he's running out of time here, though.
And he grabbed that AK Bukaka dropped and save, or really just keep the M4 in the next round? Looks like he's going to do that.
No, it looks like he's just piecing out there. Third round for Samurai.
CTs look like they're forcing back into this. should give them max loss bonus if they lose this round, so we'll still have a decent amount of money to do something next round if they don't win it.
Yeah.
But with Famasas and MP9s, Samurai look like they're going fast outside.
Smokehawk coming in a little bit late, but still relatively on time. It's going to be met here with Wukaka with MP9 running in. Doesn't know that they're already in secret. This is becoming an issue from Typhoon. They need to be communicating and playing off of one another. They're just running into these players without any knowledge that they're really there.
You're talking about getting caught off here.
timing here.
Does give Typhoon a way back into the round. 4-on-3 for the retake. But are they in position here? Beardo gets caught out by Ben over in that stair area. Kovi does find Shusho though. Nickers with the op in the no man's land. Gets 2 shots off, no connections. Ben finds G-Frag. Bloody with the op, Kovi on 3 health. They're off the bomb, Kovi gets caught out there. Ben on for the ace.
No kid on Deadly here.
Finds one. But he's running away.
Beanogs in the
Ben's got
1v3
it.
does just enough to win the round. Huge round from Ben there. Gets 4 kills and single-handedly gives Samurai their 4th.
Enox flexing his desert Hydra he bought for $2,000 4 days ago.
Price is unimportant. The look of the skin is all that we really need.
Here, peeking solo into that ramp, gets caught out instantly by Chutang with the headshot.
He had no support there on ramp. That's given Samurai a completely free entrance into B site.
And it looks like they're lurking to hell there. Are they going to be expecting the heaven peaks? But G-Frag's found behind them.
G-Frac might be able to call this all clear down into ramp and give those A players a heads up that they could be already on site. But Icarus catches Kovi unaware. Looks like that Desert Hydra gives instant aimbot. Icarus 1 for 1 on it.
Looks like they're just going on to the A site planning. Beardo finds one. Can he find a second? He does find it. Ben with the op, taken down. Heard that scoping sound. But lose the Chutang over in that heaven area.
Wukaka with the op now. See what he can do. 1v3.
Finds one,
Does he get the
Chutang
kill and
down.
leave? Saving this off will be huge for the CTs right now.
He's going for it.
Going for it.
No, gets caught out there with the flame from Butterdog. And recovers the op. Alright, this is starting to... This is becoming an issue. Typhoon's really just looking all the wrong ways and getting caught out constantly. They've got to either be playing off each other more or expecting these lurks. Because if they really want to way back in this map, they need to repair the CT side. You cannot go down CT side nuke. That is a death trap.
This happened in their last game too, little known fact. When they played Nuke, I think Samurai won around 9 or 10 rounds on T side. Pass each other in the smoke, G-Frac gets Chutang.
At the start, Kovi finds Butterdog. Chusho trades 2, Kovi and Beardo down. A side open wide.
Winnable.
He's G-Frag in the smoke barely. That foot getting caught out. Chusho on for 3. Gets shot in the back by Deadly. Wukaka finds Beanogs, denies the plant. But Deadly looking the wrong way. Icarus finding the lurk onto him. Wukaka up against Icarus now.
He knows where that last player is because of the kill. Has a free entrance to B side if he wants it. Has plenty of time to go for it as well.
Icarus just taking this slow, making Wukaka question where he's going to be coming from. But he's making noise now. Wukaka's making noise. Icarus knows where he is now. Is he going to expect it? And Wukaka expects it. Finds the kill onto Icarus, giving a Typhoon the first and picking up that op.
We get some Wukaka pogs in chat. What a fucking legend!
And
The
that was an
clutch
eco
we
now.
missed it.
Typhoon is in a great spot for their eco. But gonna take one more round to try and break it. Wall smoke's coming in again from the T side. Although, was it incomplete? Not really sure, but double hearing from Ramp. Deadly solo player again, peeking into the trophy room. Getting caught out once more. Do they hear that? G-Frag running into lobby. Shusho to fight. He has the bomb. And that's a kill onto it. He got the bomb. G-Frag got the bomb. But peeking back into trophy room, gets caught out for his troubles. Straight headshot from Ben. So back down to a 3-on-3. Samurai lost that bomb, but recovering back very fast there. And it's going to be 3 players running into that ramp side. And it doesn't completely look like there's anyone B side. No, scratch that. It looks like Wukaka's going back into secret down the ramp. And one player's up onto heaven. Beardo missed the op shot. Sees 2 players into hell. Finds the bomb, though. And Chutang from above, though, with that AK. Gonna find one. Wukaka coming up the ladder. Sees Chutang up on top. Does he find him? Yes, he does. Now it's up against Icarus once more. Wukaka against Icarus. Icarus this time with the op, though. And some util to play with. Dropping down from up. Gets the bomb down. Gonna be a matter of where Wukaka's gonna be charging from. Icarus gonna be looking at that side... at Squeaky, I'm sorry. And gonna be coming out of there. Icarus has the angle. Will he land the shot? Yes, he does. Wukaka walks straight into it.
That door being closed is a huge tell for Icarus. Once it's opened, all he has to do is wait for him to walk out. Don't think he had enough time to actually open that door and then walk all the way back up the hut.
He might have. Bomb just went straight down. Pretty sure he had a kid as well, so...
Mixed buy from Typhoon here.
Just looking to buy out next, although Kovi's down a lot of money. Maybe a miscommunication there.
Well, it is minor.
Says the guy that promoted himself out of minor.
G-Frat catching him unaware.
But
Gets one
G-Frat...
to Chutang, has the
Oh,
AK,
gets
a second
two!
through the smoke!
Oh!
Icarus from Marshmallow, though, making sure that doesn't get any more out of hand. 3v3.
G-Frat manages to find pistol kill after pistol kill on these rounds, catching out these players unaware at that outside smokes. There will be Wukaka here coming up secret. Beanog's running into it. Catches out the bomb. Gets tagged up for his troubles on the repeat. Icarus with that AK. 1-on-3 now. Can he find another clutch? Does on outside. Finds one. Does not find the second, though. Spray transfer is not good for 2. And that will be Typhoon finding their second. Typhoon should just buy up less. They've just been winning ecos on CT side.
I think it's because they're playing more patient. They're not taking dumb duels.
Yeah, a lot more smart play coming out from them. I'm pretty sure that all the CT rounds have just come from ecos last map as well. But finally forcing Samurai onto that eco now.
It's looking like Butterdog might be getting contact onto A and then a delayed ramp hit here, maybe?
Possibly. 4 of them are grouped up over in that trophy room. G-Frag trying to get a little bit aggressive over in the lobby, but thinks the better of it. Just Deadly here to hold solo. Hasn't been finding much success here over in that ramp room. That has to change this round. Because it looks like a bunch of players are going to be coming at him. What can he find? He needs to find at least 2 to make sure that this round does not fall out of their hands. But Samurai's still just taking this slow, playing down the clock, making Typhoon try to make a weird play, but it looks like Typhoon is not giving Samurai any kind of means into it. They had that aggressive play from Wukaka out on that outside, giving them a lot of info. They know they aren't coming outside, though it's
No
only
util
an
from the
inside
Samurai
play.
either. Have to fully drag.
And here it comes. Deadly finds one, not good for a second though. That's an M4 over for the Samurai, and a clear shot into that B side. Or is it? G-Frag already in there. Finds one. Plays it safe. Beardo finds an op kill onto another. Butterdog and Shusho left with Samurai to try and make this eco round something. But no, it will not. Kobe finding one, Beardo with two. And Samurai actually forced into another eco. Not much with that loss bonus, but what can you do? So it might be another free win for Typhoon, though anything can happen with those ecos, as we've seen from Typhoon. Beard on the outside with the op, finding out a couple players, not laying the shot so far. And that Deagle finding G-Frag, op finding Shutang. Beardo missing one shot, Icarus finding him out. That's a 3-on-4 now for Typhoon. I'm sorry, 3-on-3, as Deadly does find Butterdog with that lobby lurk. And it's a free outside here for Samurai. They should be knowing that Heaven is free. And Icarus finding out Wukaka on the outside. They're going to be running down ramp into that B side. And no one's here to defend. Both those players up on top with inside. Though it does look like someone's in decon, Deadly, but he is tagged up. Mollied off.
Still able to open that door if he wants. Opts to not. Bnog's looking another way. Would have been a free kill for Deadly.
Opens the door, gives the information. Shusho finds Kofi with that Deagle, and Icarus with that op up top finds Deadly as an eco win for Samurai.
Did we get an ADR check real quick on Shusho? With 11 kills? Only 83. Icarus and Bnogs are both over 100.
Now Typhoon's back onto Deagles. Can see how they can play this smart.
Deadly trying to get aggressive again. Samurai's out for an O-block smoke this time, giving him a little bit more control of outside. Chutang instantly in the garage here.
Straight running over into hell. Could catch out a lot of these players sitting down on a side. Beardo in that mini. Gets a tag on his Shusho, no kill though. Mukaka here coming out from the secret. Catches Butterdog with a nade out, but doesn't get much for his troubles. Chutang just getting tagged up over here on top. Deadly finds him, but not before he gets Kovi. And Bnogs finds Deadly over there at Squeaky, it looks like. 2-on-4 for the retake there. Not much to speak of for Typhoon. No nades. Barely any gun power to speak of. Just Mukaka here. Coming up the vents. Makes noise. They know he's there now. But does get up off the ramp. And Bnogs over in that Squeaky finds him. G-Frag alone over in hell now. Won't be finding much of his troubles. Looks like he's just saving. And that will be an 8th for Samurai. That secures them to half.
Very similar scoreline coming out from the Samurai as Typhoon's had on Vertigo. So could be really interesting. We see this is the third half in a row that we've seen from these teams where T side has been the dominant side.
Looking that way. Yep. Only those T sides being found, and Typhoon finally takes a timeout.
11 rounds in, down by 5. First time out for the Typhoons. Looks like it's also to figure out a buy. G-Frac and Wukaka yet to buy anything. Deadly, Beardo, and Kobe already bought up.
Kobe could drop over that FMOS and upgrade for an M4. Get more utility on the board.
Wukaka opting for the scout outside.
Alright, let's see what Typhoon does to adapt. Still sticking with the relatively same positions. Looks like they just really tried to figure out their buy. is that wall of smokes outside once more. And Beardo looking the wrong way. Chutang just lurks up on him at L. Did not know where those smokes were. And now Wukaka getting caught out of Big Garage with that scout, and Butterdog finding a lurk on the G-Frag. And just deadly alone at the ramp again.
Yeah, Typhoon have to make a change here. Giving up 9 rounds on T side with still a couple to go here. They've got to do something. Whether you put somebody else outside, which was working for them on the ecos, especially with Kobe pushing up to red box that 5-7. Could give them something to work with, or maybe getting a little bit more aggressive, but something has to change for Typhoon.
And they're back on eco. They did find 2 of their 3 rounds on it, so let's see what they produce.
Early outside smokes again from Samurai.
They are playing up close and aggressive here, but Chutang find G-Frag in that ramp room again. Finally doubling up there, but not finding much for their troubles. Beardo does find out Chusho outside. Gets a tag onto Icarus, but no kill Icarus with that Deagle, managing to kill him. But Wukaka with that trade, with that AUG.
Nice flick from Wukaka there, dropping the op.
But it doesn't look like Typhoon's really going for this. Yeah, it looks like they're just opting to pick up guns and save. Wukaka already out of the round, saving in CT spawn.
Typhoon, especially with these guns, should be able to bring us into a gun round again. Hopefully trying to stop the Samurai's relentless T attack.
Hope he lives.
That's huge to CTs. Bringing that AK while also having $6,800, he can easily drop over an op if he wants, which is exactly what he does.
Let's see Typhoon's response now. They need these last 2 rounds. If they give up a 12-3 half, that is not a fun experience. And then it's that wall of smokes once more outside. And Icarus finding Wukaka on the backside of Garage, on top of Marshmallow. That's gonna give up a lot of their outside control here. They should know they're in through Secret now. Outside giving up completely. Although, Kobe finds Chutang looking the wrong way on the lurk. G-Frag on the bottom side, finds Ben. But Shusho trades it back. 3-on-3 once more.
He's really spread out. One's already down Secret, although Shusho is coming up through ramp.
They have a connection through vents. They could pinch either side right now. Kobe barely lives there with a leg from Icarus, and he finds Butterdog for his troubles. But a Kobe from Icarus, finishing it off. 2-on-2 now. First shot from Beardo goes wide. Finds second on the Shusho as he tries to go down the vents. Icarus alone with that op. Bomb's lost. I'm not sure if Typhoon fully knows that.
Icarus is going to really have to find a nice timing here to either isolate a 1v1 or... Oh, and he does catch the beard. 1v1 here, still doesn't have the bomb. CTs have control of it yet.
But Deadly's close. Here's that drop and that climb back up. Molotov goes behind, and Deadly gets ahead of it and finds Icarus to clutch. A little bit of change in timing there could have been all the difference. Alright, full buys from both sides now. Last round. Again, wall of smokes coming in.
Samurai consistently throwing that wall of smokes and getting someone down to Secret, always making those CTs second guess whether or not it's going to be how many people are down there.
And that outside player is going to be finding one player. Icarus on to Beardo, but Deadly on that ramp. Fun Ben in.
Has the
Bulldog with the bomb turn. That's the bomb. That's the bomb. Bomb's dropped in trophy room. 2 CTs to defend it.
If Ukaka gets even one here, this is almost a guaranteed round, but he decides to fall back and regroup with his team.
Typhoon has completely control of this round. They have the bomb. They can just pack up and defend it. Samurai's going to have to come at it as 3. First player gets found. Ukaka and Deadly, 1 for 1, finding Shisho and Chutang. Icarus now into 1v4. On for the ace to be able to win this round. Only an op. And not much space to work with. 40 seconds left in the round. Molotov not finding its mark.
You've got to think right now, Icarus is trying to take away as many guns as possible for this last round.
Last round.
Oh. Well, that shows you how much I paid attention to math in school.
Dunk onto Icarus and a headshot from Deadly. Gonna give things a gonna give a 5th round to Typhoon.
Math is indeed hard. Thank you. Glad I don't have to do a lot of that as a GM. I can just build super teams and win minor. So, Cash, what's going to be the key to your boys getting back into this and forcing a map 3? I agree completely.
But we're just going straight back into the action. Samurai now on their CT side.
Chutang's got dualies again.
You gotta think it's just they're gonna be popping Squeaky here. Chutang set up there for anti-Squeaky. They come through there, it's gonna be a bloodbath, and it looks like they're setting up for it.
We've got dually cam. That door's open. Is he gonna swing it?
Just tucking here. Do they see him? Oba finds 1, instant headshot on Deadly.
Chutang catches 2. Binogs with another. Can he get a 3rd on the Bukaka? Yes, he
And
can.
he does. Oh, they might have saw the gun barrel, but Glock's penetration through door. No damage. And that will be a pistol round for Samurai.
Samurai again electing to take those close range battles with the MP9s instead of forcing up FAMASs, so they've got a lot more util to work with, minus Shisha, who decides to only buy an MP9. Oh, Chutang getting aggressive here in the ramp.
That mess of Molotov actually working to their
Catches
favor.
2 as well. Butterdog getting 2 as well, leaving Gfrack in a 1v4. Does have an MP9 here on the ramp, but
No
Bomb's
armor.
in sole control of the CTs.
He's just really been looking for kills to farm up that money to see what else he can get next round. Making noise already in the trophy room. Still does have a minute to play with and opting to use it to its full potential, falling back into the ramp. It will just be Samurai throwing all their utility back at it. I like what Gfrag is doing here. He's just playing it slow, trying to see what Samurai gives him. He knows he's probably not going to win this round. He just should be looking for kills. Playing whatever tactic he needs to find it, but making noise here on the A site. And just find Ben for his troubles. That's another 600.
Good for the scout here. If he doesn't hit a good shot, yep, and he does go down. Samurai overextend here to keep giving him 1v1s. There's a very good chance Gfrack ends up winning this round.
But now they have a nice crossfire here over in the lobby. There's a hole in that smoke. It is there. Pushes through it, finds half on a Chutang, but not the full. And that's a full house for Chutang and Butterdog in that round.
Gfrack's still making the round pretty expensive for the CTs. It's MP9s, but still, the more guns that they can take away early, the better.
And that gives him an op in this round. Let's see what they do with it. Looks like they should be opting for outside here, but no smoke wall, unlike the Samurai. And they aren't expecting the op. Instantly on Icarus with that scout. Good opener for this Typhoon. Will they be able to use it? Bardog here playing up close with MP9. But caught out for his troubles there. Deadly through the smoke. Deadly was a second onto Ben. Both on
Q-Tank already
that big
rotated. If
garage.
he can get a multi-kill here, this is going to be huge. Knife out. Catches 2. Shisho in a 1v3. Already down ramp.
He has a position for it. Tucking. They don't know if he's there.
There's no one at the T's
But
right now
Beardo
that's
playing
in an
safe.
easy spot to deny this. There's the op dropped.
That's
a
a
second one
second.
from Shusho. Does he know the players above him? Now he does with the Molotov.
Wukaka barely finding it.
Doesn't
It
get the op.
That is an expensive round for Typhoon. But
He's
even more
super low
expensive
on
for
money.
Samurai.
G-Frac opting for the MAC-10 util. Could we see a B-rush here? Samurai economy is super low, though. That would have been a massive round for Shusho to find. Even though Typhoon are on a low buy, Samurai is even lower.
It's an outside crunch. Will Kobe get caught out here? He only has a scout. Gets tag onto one, but shooting with MP9, instantly running him down. Wukaka with one out on the outside, with 2, but doesn't get a third. Brother Dog trades it out, 3-on-3. As a scout and AK in the hands of the Samurai.
You think Samurai are going to go for this, or are they just going to go up and get that AK and save?
They can still buy up next, so I'm expecting them to really go for this. Ben's already in position in decon. Rest are running in through secret, looks like. They're gonna go for this. They have a kid on Shusho as well. And Ben already creeping in the sight. Can catch up Beardo.
Oh, Beanox!
Shots go wide.
Someone clip that.
And
Beanox had the round dead to rights there and doesn't hit the headshot. That's one he'll definitely want back, especially if this map ends up coming back to bite the Samurai.
You hate to see it. But no, it looks like actually Samurai's opting to save in for another. Trying to strengthen that economy. Making sure that they can get up full util and armor.
With this double save, you'd like to think that maybe Samurai are looking to get a double op here, maybe push one to ramp as well. Flawless round from the T's, kind of pushing this one into the next. Interesting to see what the CTs do here in terms of money. They definitely have plenty to buy 2 different ops if they want to. Q-Tank looks like he's already forcing up. There's the op on Icarus. Shusho still yet to buy. Alright, looks like the Samurai are just electing to keep the one op on Icarus. They will not bring a second op out to ramp. I know Shusho was talking earlier that with Icarus, especially with Icarus out for the first map, that he was potentially going to op. Turns out he didn't, so as that ramp player, definitely could have been the one to bring out that second op. I know he's very proficient on it. He's an opera in Valorant, which is his preferred game.
Fucking weeb. Oh, I shouldn't be saying that as the person with the cat girl avatar, but, you know, fucking
It is
Valorant
what it
player.
is. We
It's a spirit of the word.
Listen,
not the literal
we
meaning.
give you special forgiveness because he's a Valorant player. If I would have known that beforehand, I probably wouldn't have signed him. Shit game. Chat out here spamming Q-Tang hate. Interesting that it's Monty and Gregorovic who neither of them could make finals anyway.
What?
In chat, spamming some Q-Tang hate. Is that an AH and Cashmo's push to the FK? Hope everything's alright. Didn't hear really anything of him leaving. So hopefully everything's good with him.
Yeah. But
Always pushed in the AFK
Q-Tang.
channel.
coming out squeaky. Missed his first shots. Having to fall back. Finds one for his troubles. Finds a second. Deadly with 2. But getting caught out here. Deadly with the turnaround.
Spray.
Yo, I just realized I got kicked for AFK.
You've been muted. You haven't said anything.
No, I've not been muted. Big
You
rip.
haven't said a thing.
You know what? You're lies, slander.
That's fine. Glad that you're back with us. glad you're back to watch the end of this massacre.
And we'll be opening up on the Deadly on the outside.
One thing I gotta point out is the difference between having Icarus and Laban on that team. Icarus has been very, very, very good on Nuke here.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely was something we were gonna look out for. Not playing the first map, if he was gonna be ready to go after everybody here just already played a full map, even with the warm up. So definitely having no troubles there. Chutang drops bomb though.
Finding Butterdog though, back into a 3-on-3. Kind of been the theme of this match, and Wukaka just trying to book it down to secret. Beardo left alone with the off. Missed the first shot, trying to pull back, but not making it. Nogs with Ben with the swing, gonna be finding it, and Samurai down to 14, and Typhoon with no economy. It looks like Typhoon's trying to force back into it, trying to find any way back into this match. They're gonna have to find something here, or else it's gonna be lights out.
And Shusho finally bringing out that second ops, what we've been talking about. See if he gets to put it to use over there on ramp.
Gonna be a lobby crunch here coming out from the Typhoon on inside, but instantly getting shut down by Chutang and those Molotovs. Deadly already out of the round. But Ben here getting aggressive. Ooh, that's a way back into the round for Typhoon. Are they gonna just go out of hut here? No, they opt to just slow it down. Not sure finding G-Frag. Not sure where that was.
Wukaka with 2 in this round.
Butterdog with a double though, leaving Wukaka's last. But Wukaka's got to have an ace clutch here to win this round.
Already trying to come out of heaven here. Caught up by Shushell. Match point for Samurai. Title match point for the minor finals.
Oh, and it's a pistol buy for the T's. They have been very good with these ecos throughout the best of 3, so definitely not counting them out yet.
But need the miracle here. They've just been getting shut down everywhere so far. You'll find something in this round. There is a hole over in that ramp playing a passive. They do have a way into that. But they need to know to go there. And already Deadly getting his knees taken out by Nogs on top of the marshmallow.
Chutang getting aggressive off the back of this Molotov in the lobby.
Running for his troubles.
He is being watched by Wukaka. Turns away at the last second. Samurai here in a 5v3 to clinch minor. Shisha with the... Whiffs the second shot.
Beardo falls.
Beanogs catches Beardo.
He's going for the
Beanogs
knife!
for the knife to end it! The knife to win minor finals!
And that is it, folks. Samurai, 16-8 over here on Nuke. 2-0 on the minor finals. Will be our Season 6 champion.
I do have one
here
thing
for
to
Counter-Strike
say.
Confederation.
I got one thing to say. Spence, congrats. After 6 seasons, you finally get your first trophy. How does it feel?
It feels really good. I mean, super confident going into the season. I will say, congrats to y'all to getting here. I know me and you definitely talked a lot before the season. We put a lot into work into building these minor teams, so it's good to see both of them in the finals. Hopefully, both teams have a high retention rate with these players, and we can see each other next season in finals as well.
Would love a rematch.
But
get somebody, the kids in here.
I have messaged Beanogs. I think the entire team is in the waiting room. But I will say, we did preface this or prepare for this by wearing black because did know it was going to be a funeral for the Typhoon. So
I knew you were gonna say it. I wore the black shirt this for the
had to
same
get it out
exact
there.
reason.
Beanogs is the captain IGL of the team, so if you do drag just one of them, I would say Beanogs, although any one of them will be a
Drag them all in here.
get them all in here.
Why not?
Laban wants in as well as the
I do. I can move them all.
I for some reason can't.
Hey, yo, what's good?
So congrats, guys.
Thank you.
How's it going,
Thank
boys?
you.
Team Cash.
Sorry, Cash. I'm sorry. After the 18th game, I did call a 2-0.
Shut up! You whiffed the deagle shot on somebody standing still.
I couldn't make up in my head if I wanted to knife him or just shoot him.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't do either of them, so.
I know.
That
That's the pro
aside,
player excuse.
that aside,
Quiet.
I'll direct a question first at Ben. As the IGL of this team, how do you feel winning the Season 6 minor title?
It feels amazing. After everyone saying we're gonna choke, didn't happen.
Only dropping one map.
Oh,
In
and
all of the-
asterisks.
No,
Asterisks,
I
by
wouldn't
the
even
way.
call that dropping a map. We had 3 subs.
Half our team wasn't
That
here.
was in there.
We have our full team. I think we're undefeated all season.
Well, it's
Well,
going to
it's
forever be an asterisk no matter what you say, so deal with it.
Still be a
It was,
trophy, no matter what we say as well. So
Yeah.
the asterisk doesn't matter as much as the trophy.
It doesn't.
And chat's been begging for Shusho actually to come in here.
Yeah.
So,
Oh.
Shusho, you got anything to add yourself?
Shusho, please, don't nothing.
I mean,
Um,
not really. It's just pretty easy. Just really easy. I mean, it's just so easy. Oh, I mean, it's just so easy. I mean, like, I didn't even break a sweat. I mean, it's really just that easy.
Mm.
But good game to
Word.
the Typhoons. They're cool guys. I like them.
Yeah.
One
Cool
more
guys.
question. Chu Tang, after a kind of underwhelming performance on Vertigo, you did very, very well on Nuke. How did it feel to snap back in?
I like
You-
stats.
Fair enough.
And then, Leben, you're the sub in here for the first game as Icarus was
Yeah.
suspended for that first game, having to sub in for the Samurai. For that first map, did you feel any nerves or anything, or how'd you feel during that first map?
I mean, I kind of underperformed in my opinion, but my main goal is just to help these dudes win the first map, do as much as I possibly could.
And you did it, my
Did we
boy.
win?
Chime in.
Did
I'd
we
like to-
win, Laban?
I'd like
Hey,
to
that's what
chime
I'm
in.
saying.
He did what we needed him to do.
Exactly.
Also, I just bro, you Vertigo pick and then going up a bunch of rounds and then I don't know. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's weird, because we beat the HEs on Vertigo in our game, and the HEs beat the Typhoon on Vertigo. So I mean, I don't know why they chose that against us. To be honest with you, it was a weird veto.
I will say this: you guys didn't win that map. It was more Typhoon throwing rounns. You guys won a lot of
I'll have
1v1.
to
I won
check
the
the
draft.
score
Let's be
again.
honest.
but I'm
Co-
pretty
Copium?
sure it'll say
Copium?
the Samurai won.
Yeah.
Hey, boys, real quick, if y'all like to check your notices, you see the pretty shiny little trophies next to your name?
Yeah, let's
Yeah, I do.
go.
I see the trophies next to my
yay.
name. Thank you. I always knew my blank background would look great in yellow. So
Next up, let's ask Icarus. You came in as a follow-up to Leben. You came in for that second map. Having to sit out that first one, did you feel anything? Having to just come for that second, putting your trust over in Leben?
Oh, I mean, obviously I wanted to play, but I guess we'll leave that to the admins. I mean, the result wouldn't have changed at all though. Just maybe would have padded my stats a little bit more. But yeah, I guess that's about it.
no, Overtow would have went to Vertigo. You suck.
And just to keep things fair, Butterdog, you got anything to add? You're kind of a rock that entire game. Nothing really too flashy, but at the same time, nothing
Nah,
really bad to
Nuke.
speak of as well.
Nuke, I didn't really get to do anything because my team just, takes over. Vertigo. I don't know. Defaults just kept working, so we kept going back to the defaults, and then late round, mid round, just improvise, and they kind of fell apart, so fell into our laps.
They got
No, Butter-
anxious too.
Spoon
Butterdog,
fed,
you
if
know,
you
he
will.
wasn't with us for like most of the season. I
Yeah,
think
I
he
know.
only
I
got
know.
like
Not everyone
2
knows my
regular
name here.
season
I'm the new
games.
kid in school, but
Only
Yeah.
2 or 3 regular season games in there, and you know he's got his time coming back in. But in the 2 playoff series we've had, he's been like our best player.
Vertigo. The other ones.
Bianca, baby.
Butterdog lives for the big moments.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
closing
clutch
it out.
minister.
Right.
But,
You guys also managed as a team to pick around the Typhoons a lot of mid rounds, just managed to find lurk after lurk. Do you got anything to add on that? Because you just managed to catch a Typhoon round after round looking the wrong way.
I
mean,
pushed A
Your
every
times were
round.
insane.
I
Well,
pushed
they
A
just-
every round, and no one watched it.
Yeah, they also
After we
play
set up
super
default
aggressive.
and we kind of got a pick, I just had someone go lurk a site and their flank and lurk would walk right into him and we'd catch him looking the wrong way and then we'd just explode.
And
Also don't
especially on
understand the
Nuke.
ban. Not only have we not dropped Nuke once all season, I mean, we really didn't drop any maps all season, but that, I mean, was pretty obviously our best map, so I don't really understand floating that at all.
Yeah, they banned our permaban, a map that they've won
Yeah.
themselves and we don't play, and then said they went for the map that when we played them the one time in the regular season ended in basically the same score this one did.
Yeah, basically. I can't really chime in too much on that, but wonderful game, guys. You guys deserved it. You outplayed the other team. I think that's pretty much it. We can wrap it up.
Yep. Unless you guys have anything else to add here as a final goodbye to our viewers here as the minor Season 6 champions.
Oh, I have one thing.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
You just
no.
disconnect him now.
Before I leave, I just wanted to say, dot unpause.
Let's go!
Free my man! Free my
Alright.
man!
All right, y'all getting disconnected now.
Alright, get out of here, boys.
Later, guys. Have a good
See ya.
Alright, and I think that's about it for our interview. And unless we got anything else queued up, I think that's it. That's the minor side. Elite's finished up, so after this you will be seeing around the place, you will be seeing the major playoffs. So make sure to stay
bold
tuned for
claim
those.
Here, bold claim here before the whole thing goes off. Eruption wins 6-0. They win all 3 maps, or every single map throughout the playoffs. I'm calling it right now.
Hopefully you have more luck in major than you did in minor. So I will say with my team out, I will be rooting for y'all. Do have a big heart for the boy A Bear, but I will say I think the winner of that Eruption versus Hitman match will be the winner of that.
Wait, well, before they even hit that, it will be the quarterfinals for major playoffs tomorrow. It will be Zoomers versus Leopards and Eruption versus Anemones. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right.
Anemones, but yes.
Anemones and anemones.
Yeah, that.
Nums. All right. We call it?
Yeah. Thank you all and good night.
Oh no.